This has come for many years, and once again, there's no right and wrong. There's no such thing as your trigger movement can't ever work. As long as you get a few really important principles right in your trigger movement. I'll just try and really operate on that line with the most important parts of my body. Those are my knees, my feet, the hips, the head, shoulders, the heavy parts of your body need to be on that line of the release point to your stumps. Never leave that line. The minute you go there or here, you're in trouble. You need to operate on that line the whole way. So you'll see my feet are always more or less shoulder width apart because that's where I'm the strongest, and I try to be still. So those are the two most important points with the trigger movement, is to be really quiet and still at the point of release, and secondly to have a really, really strong position. There's no use in standing with your feet next to each other where you can fall over, because you need to react after that. It's so important to have that base to react from. Alright, so the back and across, I've spoken about lines. And before I go out to bat, I try and practice a little bit shadow batting in the change room. I sort of picture a bowler bowling to me. I draw that line, and I'll just do a few back and acrosses in that line. All right, if the ball's full, obviously it's back and across, dead still, and it's one movement from there into your front foot shot. If the ball's short, you'll go back and across. There'll be a short trigger after that, and then rocking back onto your back foot. So that's a little bit complicated, but it happens naturally. You don't have to think about it. All right, so it's back and across. If it's short, just a little step and back. If it's not short, it's one movement. All right, so that's all I think of, and that's why the trigger movement is there, is to get a bit of rhythm, to make sure you're still when the bowler's releasing the ball.